Sitting in a big white room alone, till my head back, feel the tears fall down. Close my eyes to see in the dark, feel young, broken, so scared.
Being authentic is one of the main things for you, and things being organic.
Yeah.
When you collaborate with people, you like to hang out with them and
definitely.
just get to know them a bit before you
Definitely.
start.
I think it's really important. I hate that whole my people will holler at your people, or, you know, when you hear of like duets of people that people have done and like they've gone to number one but they've never met. I just don't know how that, it ruins the whole experience of being an artist. And for me, I'd only really I like to like get to know people and it be an experience, and you can write it in your diary and go, today I hung out with Leona, or today I hung out with Dallas Austin, or today I hung out with B.O.B. And it's like, to me, it's all part of growing up and like living life and
making the most of
exactly.
Each other,
So that's why when I mean B.O.B. is the only guy featured on the album, and I followed him around the America. I literally did 5 plane journeys in 4 days. Wow. I was like, I'm here again, back again for 10 minutes. Well, you've got some spare time. But I'm really privileged to have him part of my album.
Yeah, but it has to be all about you at the end of the day, and that was, I think, part of the reason why.
Yeah, I really wanted people to like go for the album and judge me on me. Do you know what I mean? And like, I think it's always great to have people that have been successful and already been out and had, you know, platinum selling albums and stuff. But I also think it's really important to challenge yourself and make sure that there's nothing hiding you away from anything. Does that make sense? So it's like, for me, I just want people to go, I loved that because of the way she sang it and the way she wrote it, not I love that because of the 16 bar the other person did.
Yeah, it's quite lazy, isn't it? Just getting top names into
exactly
just to get like the hits or you know, the sales.
So that's one of the reasons that I never wanted to do a feature.
Yeah, I
wanted to write songs to get my name known instead of just being another, you know, girl in a video just singing with another guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just, it was a nice way to break out of the norm but still keep my credibility as an artist and a songwriter. Okay. So yeah.
So when you write for other people, do you have that artist in mind, or do you just write songs and think that suits that person?
I used to do that. I used to just write a song, and then if it was for me I'd keep it, and if it wasn't I'd try and give it away. Yeah. But now I can pull the two apart because I think I know who I am, even more so now that I'm showcasing my music to the world, and I'm very much like, my audience are my mirror. If my audience are cheering, I know it's good. If they're booing, I know it's not. Yeah. And there's no way you can test it. You just have to go out and do it. And to be honest, I actually think that my fans are really loyal in that they're really allowing me to like broaden my music all the time, and they're being acceptive of it, just to be like, we love it. If it's good music, we like it. It's like, we'll do it like a dude isn't like who you are. Do you know what I mean? Of course it's not, but it's just accept that I'm doing different stuff and catering for lots of different people. Yeah. And but now I can sit down and go, right, I'm writing a song for Leona Lewis, or I'm writing a song for N-Dubs, or, you know what I mean? I can sit and completely like, so yeah.
Are there artists that you wouldn't write for, or do you have to admire them, in other words? Do you have to like the artist? Or
I don't know. I mean, I'm very like, I respect everybody because I believe that whatever someone else is doing is something that I'm not, because everyone's different. Yeah. And I think there's like, obviously I'm allowed to have an opinion, you know what I mean? Just because I'm not going to be like, I love everything, because your ears don't love everything. Everybody can sing, it's just whether you want to listen to it or not. And that's how I've always kind of thought about music, that, you know, some people might love the way Mariah sings and some people might go, it's too much for me. Yeah, so it's like, same with me. Some people like, I've had people on my YouTube go, this is the best voice I've ever heard, and someone says she sounds like a dying dolphin.
Oh, nice.
And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just choice. So for me, I just think I'm happy to like take the experience of writing for so many different genres. So, and I think I'm doing that. Like even from Part in the USA to Chris Brown to Lisa Lois, who's a Holland X Factor winner. They're all three completely different kind of, challenges.
Yes, that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so as you get more famous, because your Tipped was like the sound of 2011 now. It's
pressure on my shoulder.
Is that what you're feeling right now, or are you just going with the flow?
No, I'm feeling the pressure. But in a good way. I think at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to be like, no, I got this. You know, the one thing about the music industry is that you can never predict the future. Like this time next week, it could all be gone and disappeared. And it's up to me, like, I can be given the platform, but I've got to keep myself there. I'm the one that's got to take it onto the stage and, you know, prove the people that are writing, she's the best this, the best that, like, you know, even the people that are going, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. That's in my head too, and I'm going on stage going, okay, let me show you. And it's like, it's hard because obviously the performance is like what most people are talking about, but at the moment I'm doing so much like promo and stuff, and I'm not used to it, so I'm just getting used to, like, half the time I'm talking about myself more than singing. So I've just got to make sure I'm really interesting.
Of course. And also, are you nervous about the fame aspect, you know, the paparazzi, tabloids and that stuff, or are you just going to close yourself off from all that?
To be honest, I think that in the last 6 years I've done YouTube videos where I've been in no makeup.
Are you trying to get curtains in the place? My friend just does not want to play.
And, you know, I've pulled stupid faces on stage, even in Do It Like a Dude video. I'm an ugly singer, like I pull ugly faces when I sing, and I'm happy to do, you know what, I don't wake up looking like this. Just because I can sing, it doesn't make me perfect, and just because I can sing, it doesn't make my past perfectly clean, or, like, everybody has mistakes, everybody has baggage, and I just hope that my music can define me more than everything else, because I chose to be in the limelight. So I just hope the paparazzi just, I don't know, bring it on. I just think you've got to take it as it comes. And the one thing I know I'm not going to enjoy is not being able to go out. I used to, like, go and sit at the airport to, like, get ideas for songs and just sit and watch people at, like, train stations or, like, airports is my favourite place to be, but, like, even, like, hospitals, it sounds really creepy, but it's places where you get different walks of life that you wouldn't usually get together, and I won't be able to do that anymore, which is weird. And I think that's when you've got to really be careful that your songs don't become diluted, because you can't live life like a normal person anymore without everyone watching you do it. So it's not as organic about writing about someone you met, or, you know, a situation you went through with friends, because half the time everybody already knows about it now. So it's weird, but
you just have to
it's part of the package, you know what I mean? I've just got to make sure that the music speaks louder than everything else.
I'm sure it will. And you're going to still keep in touch via YouTube with your fans?
Oh, totally. I mean, it's proving difficult to keep, you know, I know on Facebook people are like, you can't believe you deleted your Facebook, and I was like, well, I got to my limit, so I had to make it a fan page. I feel awful. I can't have, like, I had like 6,000 friend requests. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's awful. I felt so bad. So there's little things you have to change, and people have to realise that it's not easy, but
it's not you selling out. It's just
not at all.
Enjoying your success.
I'm not selling out. I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning, repping the UK around the world. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm just trying to do the best that I can.
I think on the whole they'll support you, won't they?
Yeah, I hope so.
I think so.
Hope so. I'm really tired.
Oh, have you got more promos after this?
I don't know. I've got to go and clean my flat.
Oh, priority.
That is the priority, and go shopping for food.
Oh, real life.
And I need to get my car MOT. It's just, they're the kind of things that they're the list of things that are, like, need to be done on my day off.
You need to get an assistant soon. Well, the future will,
the future's bright.
Yeah. Okay, well, best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And I'll be watching with anticipation.
So will I.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.